This is Binti Love Podcast, and I'm your host, Binti Love, and this is the 5 Points 5 Star review. Okay, so today I will be reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 18, Reunion Part 1. And again, this is me, and I'm your host, Binti Love, and this is the 5 Points 5 Star review. Okay, so here is a picture of them at the reunion. All the ladies are looking good. I'm not really too fond about the blue. They look a little vintage, and I think it kind of ages them against the background. And we'll get back more into that. Yeah. But, first of all, let me just say I did give this episode 5 stars out of 5. So I wasn't too dissatisfied. Seems like a really good beginning, so no problems there. But yeah, point number 1, Ashley. You have found out how much Michael is worth. I hope. But during this reunion part 1, she's like, I don't really know how much he's worth and stuff like that. So she's like, I don't really know. And that kind of made me think, yeah, weren't you married to him? So how will you know if you don't know how much he's worth? How do you not know how much your husband is worth? So I don't know. I just wanted to comment on that. Like, Ashley. You definitely have to find out how much your, Michael's worth. Because, let's consider this. If he's almost a billionaire, and he's worth $1 billion, then if he's only giving you $10,000 a month for child support and stuff, then that's kind of just around $100,000 a year. And so that's kind of cheap for a billionaire. So you definitely need to know how much he's worth, because $10,000 a month is not, it's not that much if he's a billionaire. So that's a pretty good example there. $10,000 a month, but he's a billionaire. It should be more like $100,000 a month. So definitely nothing lower than $50,000 a month. So you need to really check into that, because those are the type of deciding factors. I think that she was getting into on your sometimes friend, sometimes not friend. Candace was like, are you going to have enough money for your children? Or, are you going to have enough money for things? Because, as Ashley puts it, she's like, I didn't really get as much of a good deal as I thought I was going to get. And I was like, Ashley right here with the great little Tarzan and Jane outfit on. Yeah, I guess she did that here too, Mrs. Wendy. But, yeah, pretty much, you don't even know how much you're going to get for your children. And now she was assuring her, yes, my child and my 2 sons are turned 30, they will be able to have their own home. Which seems good in the regular scheme of things. But if he's a billionaire, they should have several homes. There should be a lot more for the kids and her. So definitely wanted to point that out, that I'm like, Ashley. Girl, you definitely need to know how much he's worth. That in a divorce, he's supposed to give that information up. And I don't think that was, your lawyer needs to, like the girls are telling you, you need to find out how much he's worth. How much money is he hiding? And she said to her, she didn't really make it. Ashley was like, I didn't really make as much as I thought I was going to make on with the prenup and all that. So she's barely making it. Point number 2, I just wanted to report that I am not impressed with the women's gowns this season. That royal blue, it doesn't do anything for them. It's terrible looking, and they're kind of like washed up in the background, as you guys can see. It's not really the actual make. I don't know what these girls right here are doing. Ashley and Wendy. I don't know what that's about, so I'm not fond of this at all. And we know, Gazelle normally does cover up and things of that sort, so there's nothing wrong with the dress. We've seen her wear dresses like this before, but that blue is making her look like she's 90, and this blue is making her look like she's 90. And I don't know about this here. This light blue, I don't mind that color, but the other blue and this blue on her is making her look aged and vintage, like she got that from someone that had that on in the 20s and she put that on. No. This and then the tan and the blue and the light blue, all that together just washes everything out. Like, what am I looking at, An eyesore for certain. Like, I didn't like any of it. It was not a cool look for me. So I definitely want to report that. The vintage has to go. And ladies, if you're like over like 50, it's time to stop doing vintage. Now, I know Robin's not over 50, but I know she starts trying to dress younger. Because you get older, you want to dress younger. You don't want to look like you really were the same person that wore that gown in the 20s. The 1920s, that you really were that person. Yes, this is my gown I pulled out from the 1920s. Yeah. You don't want that. So, and that's what those girls are looking like there. So I'm just like, no, I don't think so. And so I don't think that was a good look for them. That was point number 2. Hated it. Hated the gowns. Loved the girls. Hated the gowns. Not really the gowns, like I said. It's the blue and tan. No, thank you. Okay. And yeah, this definitely mentioned that they washed out on stage, with the background. Not a good choice. Okay. Moving on to point number 3. Basically, I definitely was just like, I don't like how the girls were treating Maya. I really felt as though, I think they should not speculate about the cause of Maya's illness or not. And she has no real diagnosis. She's like, they're just like ruling everything out. Like, nope, I don't have that. No, you don't have that. She doesn't have this. They don't know what's going on with her, basically. Yeah, but, I think, until there is a diagnosis, if we don't know anything about it, then, I think, mind your business, guys. Mind your business, girls. My best friends, I love you guys. But mind your business. Mind your business. She looks great here. But I know she says she's not feeling well. So definitely just pray for her, guys. Just pray for her, guys. And enough of that. Wow, this and that. Maybe she was that. And oh, she don't know how many people are on her board. Are you really renting? Did you buy and all that type of stuff? Like, like they don't even hear what she's talking about, like that she doesn't feel good. So I had issue with that. That's point number 3. Point number 4, MVP moment is Maya being so open about her money troubles. It was very devastating news. She does look great in this gown. But it was very, very devastating news for me to hear all that. And so I think, her honesty is amazing, though. And, good for her try to be so honest and transparent on this show that's supposed to be based on real housewives, people's real lives. So that's really hard, to be going through all the stuff you're going through. And then also having to talk about all the things that are going bad in your business. Wow. that's a tough one right there. You know what I mean? And again, you guys are watching the Binti Love podcast, 5 Points 5 Stars review. I'm your host, Binti Love, and you can find me on YouTube and TikTok. And you can also go to my website, www.bintilove.com. And guys, right now, try to take some time out to just hit that subscribe button on wherever you're watching it on YouTube. Subscribe, and then tell 10 people to subscribe too. Yes. Okay, so that was the MVP moment, Mia being so open about what she's going through. I thought that was very courageous of her, and I was definitely surprised by that. Very, very shocked that someone can be that courageous during this type of thing. Okay, guys. Now, is this going to be a research moment or a teachable moment? Let's take a look here. This is Binti Love now. Is this a teachable moment or a research moment? Here at the Binti Love podcast, viewers try to guess which one it is with the Binti Love podcast. Is this a research moment or a teachable moment, guys? So that's what the question is. Here at the Binti Love podcast, is this a research moment or a teachable moment, guys? It's a research moment. Okay. So according to sources, stress not looked upon or looked after can be the cause for many health problems. It causes blood pressure, heart disease. So it could be a lot of things, that's making someone have these symptoms and they can't find out what's going on. It could just be stress. And so that's why I'm like, please don't stress her out. So they need to just leave Maya alone during her health concerns. And so I just wanted to point that out, that the research moment is that stress not looked upon or after can be the cause for many health problems. Affects your blood pressure, heart disease, a lot of things. And stress, is something that can become an issue. And so that's your research moment, guys. Okay. Now, point number 5. Let's take a look here. Okay, so point number 5. The most loving moment is actually Gazelle support for Mia. Not to say actually, like they're not friends, but yeah, Gazelle, she was really supporting Mia, just like saying that, she's supporting her being so honest and, that she's a smart cookie and she's trying to get ahead of what, allegedly she was saying that she's trying to get ahead of whatever she's doing is happening with her financially. And so I really love the fact that, Gazelle was supporting her, because it's got to hurt for Mia to have that loss of income. It's got to hurt because, she was living off of, she said she was living off of, what was it, $40,000 a month? Wow, I can't even imagine that. Must be nice, right, guys? Okay, so that's my 5th and final point, which always ends on love. This is the Binti Love podcast. Again, make sure to subscribe, and tell 10 people to subscribe too. Make sure to like and comment below. Okay, bye, guys.